Hi, I'm Dr. Jo'Anne Langham, and today we'll be talking about understanding and defining problems. Understanding and defining problems are one of the most important things that designers do. What usually happens is that we have a problem and someone might have a bright idea, or even they come up with a solution that is logical. However, they've done nothing to really understand the problem, what is causing it, and all of the symptoms. So after it's been implemented, you often find that it isn't the right solution or the solution that you thought it was going to be. Or if research has been done, it's been done with the solution already in mind. We can be blind to contradictory evidence or dismiss what doesn't seem relevant to our solution. There are many cognitive biases that come into play. Fluency, halo effect, the framing effect, attentional bias, sunk costs, and so on. All of these things influence us to continue down the same path. We may also be pressured by time or money and think that the proposed solution will save us time and money in the end. We are used to solving problems for ourselves, and we use our own experiences to help us. And we may even be able to solve problems adequately for our own situation. But when we apply that knowledge to a larger problem that impacts others, we can't rely purely on our own experiences. So there are lots of reasons. And also the process is repeated again. Someone has another way to solve the problem and the process goes on and on until the right solution is found. This is often a long and costly journey to the right solution. I have seen this many times in many organisations. I call it the rush to get to the wrong solution. Design thinking makes us start at the problem and then not leap to the obvious solution. Instead, we have to consider the options and take important steps that not only help us understand the real problem, but also ensure that we don't create new problems with our solution. These steps are low cost, often rich in information, and almost always tell us something critical about the solution that we could not have known from our original standpoint of knowledge. So going through the process will save time and money. It may look on the surface as more expensive and time-consuming than just implementing the original solution. After all, we think the solution is going to succeed. The reality is, and we don't have the foresight to see this, that it's an illusion, and usually a very high-risk option. Design thinking forces us to challenge our thinking, overcome our inherent biases, and examine a range of information to come up with ideas and test our thinking. Anyone who has ever read Kahneman's book on fast and slow thinking, you will see from this that we are forcing ourselves to use system 2. We are short-circuiting our fast thinking and engaging our rational brain. So let's look at the typical way people describe and understand a problem. Here is an example problem. There are many parts of Karachi that have to buy water and have it brought in by trucks for family use. The problem might be stated in this way. What you can see here is that the problem has been stated as a solution. Instead, you need to start by articulating and differentiating what is the actual problem. Is it that there is no clean or running water? Or is it that there is running water, but it's not clean? Do you actually need running water? Why is this a problem? Well, people get sick when they don't have clean water. It also creates a lot of work for people to move the water to where it can be used, and it's also expensive. Why are these things a problem? The answers to these questions may seem obvious, but it is important that when you are defining a problem, you focus on what is the issue. It is very easy to focus on the wrong solution if you haven't understood and described the problem. Is the infrastructure the real problem? It might be. Maybe the problem, people having access to clean, cheap running water, can be solved without the existing and deficient infrastructure. After you have started to describe the problem, you can then look at the primary perspectives of those who are involved and the constraints for the problem. What are the things that the person, organisation or group responsible for the problem, what do they want to achieve? The people who are responsible are often not the users or the people directly impacted by the problem. What do those people want to happen? How are they impacted? Finally, what are the constraints? And these might be time, budget, limited resources, or technology. To further understand each of these aspects, you need to ask these questions.